How we doing today? Getting ready to run the MR2 engine swap. I think this course had rain the last time, but let's see what we can do. Actually, let's just go custom. So just like before, we're starting off with the vehicle with the factory motor. So throw on tire wear, etc., etc. Let's put it up a little bit. Let's see if we can get an idea of what we're dealing with. And good enough. So this is the factory-built MR2. Factory motor, totally customized. This one is set up with the wide body kit and the aero because I had bought this car before starting to mess with this stuff. The only thing I did modify on both of these cars is I set the transmission out there a little bit. I believe I set the setting to 280. They're both on medium turbos. MR2s are kind of known for snapping on you. We actually lost the back end there a little bit, but it was actually pretty manageable, like more so than you would expect. And the snappiness is like in the real cars tends to be on like big power cars. Like this motor is capable of 500 horse. I don't even know what we put on this one. I'm sure it's probably up there. But that's part of the reason, especially on a car like this, I would rather have the medium turbo. I don't want that high-end boost that kind of creeps up on you out of nowhere. Oh God, we're pushing. So I got on the throttle a little early there. Typical mid-rear engine layouts. Like it a little bit when you're on the brakes into the corner. So you're putting a little bit more of that balance weight to the front during braking. Gives it a little bit more capability to steering, so you want to trail brake. This car is really happy with late braking. Kind of quiet right now, but the car feels really. It's a nice car. I mean, I would love to own something like this. Granted, I mean, I wouldn't have the same setup because this is, you know, it's got to be a $300,000 car at this point. Race prepping isn't cheap. All 3 laps we came out on that corner a little bit, but it hasn't been overwhelming or anything. It seems to be getting loose more from like the pendulum effect than the power. So like as I go into the corner, the back end kind of wants to keep going. I didn't see that last lap. Let's see what our best time was. 1:46.7 we'll say, so pretty close to that. So, I mean, I'm already happy with the car. Like, that felt very well balanced. I kind of feel like there's a chance this is going to be overpowered with the swap. 1:46.7. Let's go ahead and swap cars and take a look at the power curves. Just go in and look at the settings. Pretty flat on the torque. That's not bad, and it's right in that mid-range, so that turbo's doing the right thing. I didn't have the anti-lag on at all, but that's because we're running. I don't think the V8 version is going to allow for the. I don't think it had that part. I don't remember seeing it. So let's see here. Actually, what was our horsepower? So we're going up 300 horse, so that should be pretty noticeable, and about 50 pounds. So weight is not a huge factor here. The power will be a little. I don't know. That's not bad. It's a slower creep. It doesn't plateau as much, but it's also way higher, obviously. But it's looking like a good flat curve as well. Not so peaky, especially for a turbo car. And this one did allow for a turbo in the R8 motor as well. So we're still running mid-range turbo. We're still running, the same setup. No suspension changes or anything like that other than purchasing and installing. We don't want to be here. We want to go to the custom race because I think this one rains. So bear with me. Full course, 3 laps. 1:46.7 to beat. Tire wear 5. I didn't really notice much of an issue with the tires either. So it was, it looked like a pretty decent wear, nothing crazy. I mean, we did 3 laps and soft tires. It's not bad. Like the back end is ready to break loose a lot quicker. I like the sound. I mean, had to feather the throttle quite a bit there. if that's lifter chatter. I don't even think this car has lifters. I mean, the same way, like, I don't think it's a push rod motor. I don't quite know. There's definitely a chatter in this thing. I don't know what it is. And that was not a good corner at all. I think I'm getting on the throttle too early, and it's making that front end light to where it's just pushing through the corners. Already crushing our target time though. On a lap where we ended up in the grass and pushed through some corners. It doesn't feel like we destroyed the car, which is nice. It's got a very custom feel to it. I don't know how to describe it. It just seems like a buggy. Like the car feels so small and so quick. Trying to stay a little bit out of the throttle in the corner because I think that nose is getting picked up so much that the car just pushes. That was pretty far out there, out of control. I mean, we didn't hit anything, we didn't slide too bad, but it was 143. Good Lord. It's more than a second per cylinder. I can already pretty much tell us that that's going to be our best. So whereas the four-cylinder had a tendency to slide out from the pendulum effect, oh Lord, this car is way more volatile. And that throttle, the throttle is very important. We got a lot of roll in the body. Oh God, I think we're losing the tires. So this car is going to need a little setup, but I like it. I like it. It's much more of a challenge to drive. It's much. It feels like a little race car instead of the other one did feel more like a project car. This thing is a handful. I mean, that back end just wants to go out on you all the time. We got turn signals on. Come on, girl. Come on. I mean, yeah, anything you do, the back end just goes away from you. Good Lord. And that might be, I think that could be a lot due to the, I mean, we don't have a lot of wear on the rear tires, but now when you're going into the corner, there's so much more wear on the rear that it just spins, it just loops at every single chance it gets. But I didn't see what that last lap was, but I'm sure I don't even know where the rest of the field was. But it's a sweet car, it needs a little love, it needs a little setup. I don't think it's unmanageable. Like, I think you can get there. Stiffen it up. They both need to be lowered. There's some work that needs to be done to it, but it's a nice car. I don't know. I almost enjoyed driving the 4-cylinder more, because this thing is just such a monster. Yeah, look, it needs some friggin' stiffness. Look how it's dive bombing. You could definitely relax more with the factory engine, and it wasn't a slow car. This thing is just, this thing wants to bite. It wants to fight you. And when the tire starts to wear out that little bit, it becomes a massive handful. But anyway, thanks for watching, and you guys have a great day.